You know, some people ask me why even bother going on Twitter. Because sometimes when you go on Twitter, people give you cake. I was just on the other day and I was in Fed Square and I was having a bit of Mars bar cake saying how good it was, and Megan of Sweet by Nature said, ours are better. Sweet by Nature make cakes, and Megan's a big believer in a trend, and she said she'd prove it. She actually sent me a cake. Come and look at my cake. It's called Mars Attacks. OMG, look at that. Now, let's have a look at this cake. And now for the ultimate test. Ooh, it's like solid chocolate. Oh, there's a chocolate party in my mouth and you're not invited. So that was my unboxing video. A lot of people make unboxing videos when they buy some new technology, showing it off as they open it up. I make an unboxing video of a cake. That's me. And that's also my excuse to do a little lead-in about Twitter, which is why I had that cake from someone following me on Twitter. Because people do ask occasionally, what is it? Is there any point? So I'd give a quick overview, like what it is. People on Twitter send out messages. You know, arguably it's about what they're doing, but it can be anything up to 140 characters. So it forces people to be concise. Some people say it forces people to be trivial. And yes, there's a lot of people who do mindless trivial crap on Twitter, like me, but there are a lot of interesting people. Of course, you've probably read all the celebrities are on there. Some of them just do drivel and advertising. Some of them, it gives fans a feeling that they've got a bit of an insight into the celebrity's life. The only people, the sort of qualified celebrities that I follow are a couple of writers, Neil Gaiman and Warren Ellis, and it does actually make me feel like, oh, I know a bit of what they're doing and how they're thinking, and they're entertaining people as well, and I enjoy that. My main reasons for using Twitter are staying in touch with YouTube people. Most of my followers are YouTube people, and I follow a bunch of YouTube people I know and have met, and particularly the ones who don't live in Melbourne. I have started following a whole bunch of people in Melbourne. When I find people from Melbourne, I follow just because I want to get a better feeling of what's going on in this city and sort of start networking with people. And of course, a lot of people do it with friends and family. I got more or less talked into going on Twitter when I was in the States for YouTube Live. Everyone was using it. 5 seconds spare, they had their little handhelds and they're saying where they are. And it was a really good way for people to meet up, like if they were slightly missing their connections. It is a really good way to keep track of people. Now, I've seen online lots of really glib one-liners from people like, oh, I've simplified my life so much. As soon as I hear anyone talk about tweeting or being on Twitter, then I just ignore them and cut them out of my life. It's great. Which, you know, sounds like a clever, funny one-liner. It is funny when you read it, but if you were really doing that, cutting out everyone who's on Twitter, you'd be cutting out basically 95% of the most intelligent people online, as well as a lot of really interesting people. So I do think Twitter is worthwhile. You know, basically there's a lexicon that's actually called the Twexicon. It's an in-joke with Twitter that to take a word and take off the first letters of it and replace it with TW for when it's about Twitter. You know, each message is a tweet. It's not people on Twitter, they're tweeple. Most tweeple know this is really quite stupid and it's done tongue-in-cheek, and we usually try to outdo ourselves with stupid bits of Twexicon. My personal favourite, which some people think I invented, was actually Household Hacker was the first person I saw doing it. It's twooping, for sitting and taking a crap while you're sending Twitter messages, which I actually seriously do. I sit there with my iPod Touch because I've got a wireless network at home and send messages just to freak people out, saying I'm sitting on the can while I'm sending messages. And well, it sort of couldn't be shitting, because if you take a SH and put it, it's twitting, and that just sounds like you're on Twitter. And it was Household Hackers who said, I'll go with twooping. So I often say, I'm twooping. Trust me, I know that it's weird, sick and stupid. But I do recommend going on Twitter. I think it's worthwhile. Don't let other people tell you what to do. You will find a lot of people saying, the rules of Twitter. They say, you know, oh, this is how you've got to behave. Just don't be a dick is my suggestion. If you do lots and lots of tweets and they're boring crap, People won't follow you, they will ignore you, so don't do that. Make it worthwhile. Don't essentially spam people. I use it to just let people know what I'm doing, ranging from probably some days I don't tweet at all to some days I might put 20 or 30 messages up, particularly if I'm interacting with people. So if you want to interact with me, Twitter's a little bit more personal than YouTube comments. That's what I think anyway. Because, of course, in YouTube comments, I'm just talking about the YouTube videos. All sorts of things going on in Twitter. I think it's worthwhile. Check it out and see if it's for you. Catch me on Twitter, and if not, see you in the next videos.